Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry out for Tony Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And looking to throw, Penix. A Buccaneer sack. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The rookie from Washington put it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. The slot man in motion right. Now Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
Here's Penix. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality and pound the rock.
Now a 2nd and 2. They're looking to throw. Penix sends it to the sideline, and Mooney makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they get him down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We'll see what kind of
time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact,
and the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be touched down here.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining.
Defense, one stop.
To the air, Penix throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Coup for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
It's another day off. This could be the turning point.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just...
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Who was he throwing?
Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. This pass is caught by London. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does for good yardage.
More the motion man right. Operating from the gun, Penix. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Why are you giving up?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Keep him guessing offense! Can't keep up with our attack offense! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Right time!
Mayfield down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Run, run.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Game's not over, you know. Why are you
Waste of time.
Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry for Rashad White. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Mayfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Hey, alert 33. Good. Gotta make a play here. Kings. Keep it together, offense. Keep it together.
Slot man moves right. Throwing. Mayfield. And that's a loss loss of 7 on the first down play. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Point it right. Real. Up.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking downfield for Gamble. And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that faking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Missing a good game.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Come on, baby.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Looking to throw, Penix. That's caught. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Touchdown, Falcons.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Coup now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They go play action. Mayfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Come see it. Paid for this. Guys, we can do better. What is the deal? Do it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's make some good calls. Hey, Alloy 33. Real. Toss to the side, offense. Let's get on this drive. Take it to the house.
Here's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. There you go. Yeah, that's what we do. That is what we do. This could be it. Okay, this could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one completes a Tunyon underneath. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield. He's knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
Guys, you're in back. Oh, you're playing terrible.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Done.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Mayfield on play action. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
That was nice.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Robert Tunyon,
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
and the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Kalijah Kancey picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And that ball caught free. We can hear all the way up here. Those guys down on the field are learning every other fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and
sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
This could be the tournament.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game went.
Guys, man, complete. Down to the 10.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 74 yards. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now Pitts. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, that's football for me.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Buccaneer pressure too much. There he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
No score, team.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. To the air, Penix. That's
dumped off to Perry.
No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this hit across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop the throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Arnold Ebiketie able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on a punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
On the return, it's Tony.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I believe in you, D. I believe in you.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Pitts.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
and 10. They'll throw with Penix. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Penix. Finding room at midfield. Escapes the defender. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into incompletion.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure line. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Are you kidding me? What are you guys doing? What are you doing? With either making us look bad.
Play terrible.
Kidding me? I'm gonna put their jersey on.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are y'all doing?
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th quarter. 2 minutes. And the rest of the game.
Get to the end zone.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
Run. Keep the ball moving down the field,
alert! Alert! Line him up here! Run. Pistol.
Mayfield with it once more. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Regular.
Down like a lawnmower, baby.
Running out of the gun with White. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here now, 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
Here's Baker. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it rolling. Keep those sticks moving.
Get out of here with the win.
Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Mayfield.